Welcome to another edition of the official PGS Podcast. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Cozy on the 1 and 2s. You all right, mate?
How you doing, brother?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good,
Listen,
good.
It's been a great week. It's been a great couple of weeks since we were last on. I'm sure that you all don't need a recap because the last time we were on, we had the European Police Youth Society come on. And these guys are doing some great work over in Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to give them big props, big shout out to them. I know they're watching at the moment. But Cozy, I mean, like I said, interesting week. We've got a fascinating show coming up. So all those who are tuning in today are in for a special treat. I'm not going to spoil it yet, so keep them the cliffhanger for now. But Cozy, we've had a few draws in the last couple of weeks. I know we had the World Cup draw beforehand, which we discussed. How's that actually going? Because I've not really followed the progress of England and the other teams, but how's that going in terms of organization?
So yeah, I mean the World Cup it's in the title, isn't it? It's a worldwide event. Stevie and a few other people have spent a long time putting it together. It's been in the works for probably about 4 or 5 months. There was, I think, 63 countries in qualifying.
Indeed.
So I mean it's huge, and they had to qualify down to 32, and then I had the privilege last Sunday doing the World Cup draw.
Yeah, I heard that was a big deal there, Cozy.
I've done some big things in my life. Like I've run pubs, I've played in the Royal Albert Hall. This World Cup draw easily is the biggest thing I've ever done. And it had nearly 500 views. So
cool. That's good. I mean, like I said, we got some really good feedback for that. And we're getting some messages in the chat. But before I get to that quickly, I just want to, to all my Liverpool fans, supporters, I'm sorry. I know we couldn't bring it home. I had my Liverpool top on last night. And then obviously as soon as the game finished, I started getting all the messages, all the abuse. But, LFC fans out there, unlucky son, you did well. For the team, good luck going on next season. But listen, in terms of the show today, now, Cozy, we've got a rising star on the YouTube scene, particularly with regards to pro clubs. Now, I don't know whether to say his name now or just get through the review and then say it. What do you think? Like, what should I do? Should I say it now or wait 10 minutes?
Yeah,
should we wait 10 minutes? All right, we'll wait 10 minutes. Get some more people in. Right. So also, Cozy, we've got the leagues up and running quite strongly. Some leagues are actually coming to the end of the season, which is pretty odd. Because you've got the likes of FLC late night and weekend who starting as well. FLC are part of the PGS, which will both. I'm sure. I don't know if you're involved in it, but I am certainly. But how have you found organization in general? I mean, I know the admins have been kept busy, but it seems like things seem to be running smoothly. Yeah,
I mean, running a league isn't as easy as it sounds. I've done it before. I mean, obviously, I run the FUT server.
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes a lot of work to get it done. And I have to be honest, some of these PGS leagues are some of the best I've ever seen. It doesn't take months and months to get started. They finish a season and people are saying, well, why can't we start earlier? But they're saying, well, we need a couple of weeks break to get everything ready. And the managers say, no, we want 1 week break. And they're like, okay. So the enthusiasm from the managers is what keeps it going. It's down to really good admin teams, but the players and managers being so enthusiastic is what makes us want to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, I know there are a few new potential admin, volunteers coming through, so I'm hoping that the workload gets spread around evenly as well, because I do appreciate the workload that goes into it. But also in terms of process and community health, wealth, I know that. We as a PGS platform, we are always going on about sort of the harmony within the community. But also, again, a shout out to all the admins of PGS. Keep doing what you're doing. Also, Cozy, we've had some activity this week in the tourney server. Talk to me a little bit about what's been happening there and any new updates.
So the 9 series, which is now 4 weeks in, we're on week 5 this week.
Yeah.
So we've now got 8 out of 16 finalists for that.
Okay.
So basically, the prize is for winning it, you get £15. coming second, you get 750, and then in the finals, the prizes are doubled. And the more people we have enter this, the bigger the prizes are going to be. The last two events now, the last two qualifiers, we've had 32 players, which is just incredible. I remember setting the server up and getting 8 players was like, wow, we're running tournaments.
Absolutely.
And now I'm like, I'm getting 32 people for a tournament every week. And this week's tournament is already half filled. So if you want to play, guys, you need to get signed up quickly.
Get signed up quickly.
These spaces fill up really fast.
Do you know the irony behind that? The irony behind that, sorry to interject, Cozy, is that Cozy set this up last year. Set it up last year, did really well, took a break. And if it wasn't for yours truly, I won't take any credit, Cozy. You know, Cozy will be back doing it again. So, thanks, Isaac, for bringing it back. But no, the server is active, probably one of the most active servers on the platform at the moment. So get yourselves on there if you believe that you're. There's no point sharing your team, you know, with your friends if you're not going to get involved and utilize the skill set. So get involved, and Cozy will definitely see you through. I'd like to shout out a couple of guys. Suzinho, who was on our show a few weeks back. I've been watching a few of his streams. You know, one of the best players I've seen play, and there's only a matter of time before he starts winning some major tournaments. So big up to him, aka Peace. Not many people know his real name, but I do. So there you go. Nice. Also, I'd like to pick up Harvey as well. Harvey's won quite a few of our PS5 tournaments. I've been doing some one-to-one mentoring with him as well on his games, vastly improving. So big up to him. I know he's watching. So fair play. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. We'll see those big wins come home soon to roost, you know. But so Cozy, we've got. I know you said you've got an upcoming tournament coming up this week. You can't talk much about it, but is there anything you can tell us? Any much more you can tell us about it before, or is it not exclusive today?
Yeah, so on Thursday there's going to be a new PS5 tournament. PS5 is obviously trying to get hold of the console is still quite difficult. But as more and more people are getting them, and as the server is growing, and I mean, I'm seeing like 20 new people a day some days. It's wicked. We need to offer more tournaments. Yeah. And myself and one of the owners have been working really hard behind the scenes to bring some stuff in. And we've got a tournament on Thursday, which you're not going to want to miss. I can't give you too much information about it, but these are going to be prizes that you've never seen in the FUT server before. So that's going to be one to look out for, and the sign-up should be ready tomorrow. Exciting times.
Well done on that, Cozy. I know you've done some good work in the backgrounds to keep that one going. Also, as well, just to put it out there, guys, I mean, there's a few of you looking out in. If you're interested in getting involved on any of our platforms, be it admin, be it even helping Cozy out with some of these, because it's a lot of work. I don't know how Cozy does it, to be honest, especially working in a pub as well. But you know, I suppose that's what happens when you're Superman. But you know, if you want to get involved, please touch in with us, because more than likely you will be given an opportunity to get involved and show your dedication. But yeah, but not just that, but also again with these leagues, you know, if you're a manager looking for leagues to enter. Again, speak to any one of us and we'll be able to help you. DM me or Cozy. Keep it clean, please. I've had a few off-key messages in the last few days. In terms of the coaching as well, I want to just touch upon the PGS FUT Academy. You know, we've since the beginning of the year, we've been doing some ad hoc, impromptu sort of coaching, training, etc. It all came to a head a few months back when we started doing it more or less full time. You know, I've done quite a few of them, and for all intents and purposes, you know, the players that I've worked with have improved, or at least they've said they've improved. So, you know, if you're looking to get some more, if you're looking for some more advice, tips, guidelines, visit our FUT Academy. Visit our FUT Academy. Cozy gonna drop the message in the chat in terms of the link, and just let us know. I mean, listen, you know, I think I still get the same people asking me the same questions 3 months later. You know, I said I got 80K. Anything I can do with that? You know, and the thing is, you won't get many. You won't get access like this anywhere else, in my opinion. But the fact that we are able to respond, not immediately, but almost immediately, I'm hoping that that's proved that we can help in that regard. Right, Cozy. Without further ado, mate, I want to just shout out the maestro _ Regis. He says he won his qualifying group. Chambo, is that Chambo?
Yeah, that's Chambo's. That's his Twitch account.
Chambo's AKA. Oh wow. Okay. So Chambo was actually meant to come on and talk. So I don't know why he's sending messages. I'm not going to read any more messages from you, Chambo. No, I'm joking. But listen, congratulations to England for getting through the group. Any other international managers that want to come and say hi, or at least type their progress in the chat, please do so. Want to shout out James Cames, JK. He's part of the reasons why we're here. Always working in the background, doing the big things, spending the big bucks. Right. So, Cozy, the time is nigh. Now, look, I've said this guy, I'm a fan of his, but I know he's not comfortable with those terms. But what I mean by fan is, as a competitive player within the PGS realms, platform, and pro clubs, I feel like, particularly with the builds that he makes, the builds that he advises on, I feel that it's helped me exponentially. He used that word offline. I've just copied it and put it in context. Yeah. It's helped me greatly. I'm not gonna. I think sometimes we just need to give props where props is due. But so we've got, another famous YouTube star coming on. We keep bringing you the exclusive. He's not interviewed anywhere else before, and this is the first time he's given us the exclusive. Both him and Hasbullah. SIM1, welcome to the PGS Podcast, bro.
Hello.
How you doing? You all right, mate?
How you doing? I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
Not too bad. I'm hoping I did the intro justice. Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Yeah,
not too bad.
It's lovely, that exponential chat.
Cool. Right,
we're
so
joined by
listen,
Hasbullah, the fourth man.
We got Hasbullah, yeah. Bring him on.
Listen, he needs to keep his place. I'm the star here, not him, yeah?
Cool.
He needs to stay back there.
No worries. But listen, let's get into it. Let's get into it, Sim. So I've mentioned prior that I'm well, I don't want to use the word fan, but I'm an avid supporter of your page, your YouTube page. Was all my builds, my Cam and Striker builds are all based on what you've advised, and I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure you've got quite a few of us on the PGS platform who would say the same. May not want to say the same because I don't have the opportunity, but I'm telling you now, they have to say the same because I'm telling you, them builds look too familiar. When you go in there and you see the same build, 87 rating, I'm like, hold on, bro. What's going on here? So listen, talk to me about
noticed
how
a few people using it here and there as well. How it started for me.
Yeah.
Well, really, it was I used to play pro clubs with my boys, and there were so many funny moments, and I always thought, why are we not recording these? Like, why is this not being recorded? This could be famous right now. We could be famous from these moments. And then it kind of started from there. I went to uni, had a bit of free time in my first year, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start a channel, see how it goes. And then it started doing well. I started seeing progression with like tutorial videos, and my Division 1 was received quite well. So I thought, let me continue doing this. And then it is where it is right now. And that's pretty much how I got into it.
I mean, you average anywhere between 4 and 5K per day in some instances.
I try.
I know that. So in terms of the actual views, I know there are some players that if they're looking for advice on builds, they would go on whoever they feel has got the most views because obviously they're the best. I mean, is that what you've tried to sort of go by in terms of getting as many people sub into your station as possible, or do you feel that your content is what's brought people to your to your channel?
I think it's a mixture, to be fair. Like, I enjoy editing, but now that I'm finished uni, I can properly focus on doing good edits. I got a shout out to my editor as well because he helps me out, Jacob, now because I'm trying to obviously balance quite a lot of content. But when it comes to views wise, it's really just about I play with a lot of competitive players and some of the best. Like Ibs, for example, is one of the best forwards. And I like they're not like I just rush builds out and try and post them left, right, and center. So I'm trying to actually I'll test out builds properly.
No, definitely. I personally don't get the impression that you just rush them out because that could be, you could be accused of doing that because you've got that many vids and so much content, but it doesn't look like you do.
If I wanted to do that, I'd do that every day.
Yeah,
I would post a video every day. It was some dead edited, dead build, and it would just be so repetitive. People would be like, "This is the same." While I watch it, like
I know exactly.
Yeah.
So in terms of rivalries, who do you feel your competitors are on this on the actual YouTube platform, doing what you do?
I don't see it as competition. To be fair, I see it as I want to work with people who are bigger than me, people who are smaller than me, and just help each other out. Like there's so much space for everyone to grow on YouTube. Like John's helped me out a lot. He's featured in some of my videos. I've played with him. I've even been playing with him. Well, big people have come on chat when I've been streaming with people like John and stuff. So it's all about helping each other out and not
absolutely
competition. I'd say obviously my main competition would be John, and he knows this. I've said to him, but like he's gone. He's 200 plus subs, so 200k plus subs, and
he's got. I think his personal vendetta against EA is what's caused FIFA to cancel their contract.
Yeah,
it's that personal vendetta.
I'm kind of similar, to be fair, but yeah.
So, I mean, you talk about you don't get to play as much as often. I mean, going forwards, I know for the new FIFA, they're changing a lot of things. Are you looking to play a lot more games? I know you said you're looking for a team. I mean, you know, you've got Team Suite available if you want to join.
I do want to play more games, but as I said, a lot of people who watch me know that I don't stream that much anymore. It's because my account got hacked, and EA literally haven't recovered my account. And Ethan, Tiz on chat, shout out. They know that I've been struggling so much to try and get my account back, but this is just EA. They don't care. They actually don't care.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. That's why I haven't been playing competitively. I cannot play with a build with 20 games. Like that doesn't work, bro. I can't be playing competitively like that. So I've given.
I hear that. In terms of your YouTube sort of role and what you're doing going forwards, I mean, do you see much changing in terms of what you do? I know you said you're potentially looking to branch out into Ultimate Team. How's that looking at the moment?
Yeah, I've got my second channel, SIM2, which is doing very well. Like, I'm starting to analyze YouTube properly, understand the algorithm. So I've always wanted to do Ultimate Team content, but I've never had the time. And now that I've literally just finished uni, I can finally push myself and make content. I'm trying to balance a lot of content. I want to do pro clubs. I want to make more entertaining pro clubs content, maybe bring back Division 1 series, get some guests on there. Because what I started was I was bringing on different guests. So I had John, I had my friend Shay, who plays for Norwich, who's like friends with Thierry Henry and crazy famous people like that. I don't want to get one of my friends, Jaden. I want to get a couple other people I know, just a few of my friends who I know who have made it big, and get them onto just something like that. Have like a guest series. That would be quite entertaining. But in regards to Ultimate Team, I want to broaden that out. And now that I'm picking up like 3K views per video, 6K views per video, with only 2K subs, it's like I want to pursue that as well.
No, for sure.
I'd be really interested to know when SIM1 will make her next appearance. Please ask us the SimBob. Yeah, I've been getting my mum involved as well. Literally, bro, my mum's famous on TikTok right now because of SIM2 like that. And my TikTok, I just hit 10K followers today, actually, I think.
Congrats.
But I'm getting like 200K views on all the TikToks, so it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. It's going well for you. Okay. Well, I mean, in terms of Hasbullah, I mean, how often do you get him involved in your builds?
Listen,
I love that guy.
When the builds are made. You see the scarf that's on him.
Yeah.
Do you see the scarf that's on him?
That scarf,
yeah. The Chelsea Champions League with a scarf. The Chelsea Champions League with a scarf. You see Liverpool for life in chat. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. I love it. Listen, hey, whoever that is,
you're a Liverpool fan.
I know. I am, bro. I am, and I'm, I'm devastated right now. But you know what? 2 trophies, Jurgen Klopp. You know, we're doing bits. But let me bring Cozy in. I want to bring Cozy in because I know Cozy's got a few questions to ask you.
Hey,
right, Cozy, you've been Hasbullah the GOAT. Come on, he's definitely going to get interviewed one day by me. No doubt. But Cozy, have you got any questions for our YouTube star?
How did you get started? Like, you talked about being at uni and starting then, but what about FIFA? What got you into FIFA?
FIFA, I'd probably say my brother got me into FIFA. Like I've got a brother who's 8 years older than me, and when I was little, he didn't have anyone to play with, so I'd just play with him, and then I got better. Eventually, got better than him, and yeah, I think I've been playing FIFA literally since I used to play PES. I remember playing PES 06, and then from there, I swapped over to FIFA, and yeah, I've been playing FIFA since really. So
wow,
I've seen the whole journey of FIFA and how it's declined and inclined and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Big
game. PES is a big game. Big game back in the day.
It got too robotic though, and that's why I swapped over.
No, I did.
98.
It did.
Yeah.
I'm a young buck, man.
FIFA 98 road to the World Cup.
I know, but I wasn't alive, unfortunately, at that point.
I wanna quickly shout out the chat. So got Baba Cabin. How you doing, mate? Plays the Purple Pills, co-manager as well. EF7 wants to know where we can follow. I follow Zach. Well, Ethan, how you doing, mate? Shout out to you, bro. You can get me on Twitter, Isaac's World, or you can get me on Discord, mate. It's just Zach_Bedrino. And you find me there. Either one, no problem at all. But thanks for checking out. I appreciate you, mate. Sim, I wanted to ask you quickly. Now that we've got Cozy involved as well. You talk about uni. So have you finished uni now? Is uni done? Or have you still got one more year to go?
3 years
You're
of
done
hell.
completely.
Nah, I'm done, bro.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to ask what course did you do?
I did digital media. So basically pretty much related to what I do.
Related to what you're going to be doing.
I always wanted to. I've always been in that creative kind of field. Like I used to make music videos for people back in the days, and then thought I want to do this at uni. Got to uni, it was a complete scam. I didn't do anything that was really creative. All I did was essays on feminism, and I mean, shout out feminism and stuff. I've learned so much from it, but I literally have done nothing creative my whole time at uni. So been pretty bad.
Okay, well, I mean, listen, we can't knock education at the end of the day, Sim. So it wasn't good for you, but I'm pretty sure it's good for most people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me.
No,
it was good for me.
Go to uni. I'm not discouraging anyone. I just played that back in my head. I was thinking, I'm telling no one to go to uni.
It's okay.
From my experience with Corona and everything, it's been terrible, as you can imagine. It's been terrible. But
for sure.
It
for
sucked.
Sure. So listen, I was in terms of your builds. I mean, there was a time when how difficult was it trying to get builds done with the new system of pro clubs where you had to level up? You had to get to level 25 to get the best builds. I know you started doing 1 to 10, and I watched that and I thought, okay, but it must have been really repetitive and long-winded. I mean, talk to us a little bit about that process because it was very jarring.
So long.
I can't lie.
I can't even really remember it that much. It was so at the back of my head, but the leveling so long. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I know what EA are trying to do with it, but it sucks. Change it back, man. Bring the accomplishment book. Make it easier for us to level up. It just I was trying to literally make videos from nothing, and
from nothing.
I had to play so many games with my boys just to level up. Saying it's another reason why I don't make content now, because I'm not gonna spend a whole year trying to level up again when my account's been hacked. It's long.
The thing is, I mean, the positive thing is you talk about you've got a second account now, particularly with your second YouTube account. You get to know about the algorithms, you get to understand what it's all about. I mean, what changes do you feel that you've needed to make to understand a bit more about your craft?
Getting straight to the point, making the videos as short as possible and keeping the audience engaged. And that's the thing really with my tutorial videos on SIM1, my main channel. People aren't going to stay engaged. Like if I ask you honestly, Zach, have you watched the whole video from head to toe, or have you skipped to where the tutorial is? Exactly. And that's the difference. Is with a tutorial video, you want to get to where the tutorial is, and you just want to watch that part. Whereas with Sim2, it's entertaining all the way through. Every 3 seconds, I'm adding something entertaining, so you can't leave the video. If you leave the video, you feel like you're gonna lose something, and that's the main way. Shout out to Raz HD, because he's honestly helped me out so much with just understanding the algorithm. He's just linked me up with loads of people, and it's helped a lot. But entertainment, man, trying to keep the audience engaged.
I think one of the things that I think the PGS are impressed with, Sim, is just the way you supported the channel. I know James, got in touch a year ago. It's funny, we celebrated our year birthday with a few offers and a few gifts and stuff. It would have been nice to have got you on there, because I think you've been quite pivotal to that progression in terms of shouting us out and shouting online what we do. Yeah. But I mean, how have you enjoyed that partnership over the time that you've been doing this?
Oh no, it's helped me out a lot, and it's good to give people a place to go to. I get so many people messaging me like, "Oh, I want to get involved with competitive gameplay." Just head over to PGS. It's simple, and a lot of people in my live streams watch me play competitively and stuff. And they obviously, Haven't actually played much PGS, but that primarily is because of my account. I haven't played competitively at all, really.
No worries.
But yeah, no, it was nice. It was because he was one of my first like sponsors, really, main sponsors for the channel. So I want to help out. I think at the time, I'm not sure how big PGS was, but I wanted to help out, grow together. Makes sense.
Absolutely. Do you know what the funny thing is? It was the same thing he said. What you just said there mirrors exactly what he said. Help each other out, and I think that's probably what sets you apart from a lot of these other guys, because I do know for a fact that a lot of them are just literally doing it for the coins and just trying to get out there. And once they've got the coins, you won't really see the page anymore. It becomes diminished, kind of thing. And that's why I have a lot of respect for what you do. I know you know, even though you say that you didn't do that many videos throughout COVID, and sorry, not throughout COVID, but throughout the leveling up scenario, it didn't look like it, because there was still a video there. I think for me, like, I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, and I'm pretty sure everyone would agree, is whenever I tried your build, I would use it for maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But then when I come back to look for another build, there's another one there. So there wasn't any time for me to think to myself, oh, where's Sim gone, man? Like, where's my builds, bro? What's going on?
I can't be doing a video every 5 weeks, man.
I know, exactly.
Got to update them, got to improve them.
I know. But I think the point is that you stuck with it. So I guess the question is, what is in the horizon for SIM1 and his new channels or his new sort of enterprise?
The horizon. What's in the horizon? I think with summer, it's going to be pivotal to pro clubs. I think really and truly for SIM1, I'm waiting for next year. I need pro clubs to be different. I'm so bored of it right now. Like, I'm so bored of the layout, everything about it. When I was enjoying it was when I had my account, which is probably why I find it boring. So obviously thousands of people still play pro clubs and it's still very entertaining. But for me, I can't do anything with a level 10 build. So I need difference. I need them to get rid of the leveling system so I can level up. And also, I just want to make more. I want SIM1 to be more entertaining. I think that's try and branch SIM1 and SIM2 to more entertainment channels, because that's exactly what I'm doing with SIM2. But while obviously keeping the tutorial, I think I can say I'm known now on YouTube for the tutorial side.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why you're here, bro. That's why you're here. I mean, in terms of the differences you talk about with pro clubs and some of the nuances we're looking for the next one, what are you expecting in terms of changes for the new pro clubs next year? What do you want to see happen or changed?
I've actually spoken, or I've received feedback from people who actually work on pro clubs in EA, and it was the same with John last year. He spoke to people in EA. I think the main change that needs to happen is cross-platform. Of course, it needs to be a thing, because we have literally 5 different platforms right now playing pro clubs, which just doesn't make any sense. At least merge Xbox next gens and PlayStation next gens. Then that will just reduce the platforms and it'll make it a lot more. I think for competitive gameplay as well, will just make it a lot more better, because there'll be a lot more people playing in one platform. Customization, I think that's one of the key things. Is just I want there to be like a battle pass, because I always say EA love to milk people for their money and stuff, but if they added a battle pass that's maybe £3.99, like Fortnite does, like Warzone does, it will make the game so much more entertaining, because then you have something to look forward to every time you play. Whereas now it's like I got to look forward to getting to level 25, which is never going to happen. So it's just long. You want easy progression. I want higher overalls as well.
In terms of those changes, I actually agree. I'm glad I asked the question, because the general consensus is it's the same with yours. What I want to get to is, do you genuinely believe that they will bring those things in?
I mean, last year they said they was going to bring so much, and then they did make quite a lot of changes to this year's Pro Club, but the changes haven't been, I don't know how you say it. It's not the changes we thought they would be. Like the leveling system sounded great. Oh, the new drop-in system sounded great.
Dropping system is
it's just it's dead. Bring back the old one where I can see everyone split into their teams. It's so much better. Man. You can hear everyone in chat as well. It's so funny. I remember them last year saying that pro clubs is now, they've got a whole development team, and in the future, like in the next couple of years, it's going to be a core focus of the game. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's just or if that's facts, but we will see. If that is, then that's promising. But if not, then it is what it is.
Cozy, sorry. So I was going to say before, I understand that you feel the same way about pro clubs. I mean, do you believe that some of these changes will come into force?
You'd hope so, wouldn't you? I remember the days of pro clubs like being right up there. Like Ultimate Team wasn't even a thing. Like pro clubs was what you played FIFA for, or career mode. But they've got to do something. The leveling system on paper is fantastic. It's something to work towards, but I'm stuck on level 12 and I really can't be bothered to carry on because it's like I like playing competitive and you don't really level up much by playing in game friendly, do you? So it's really difficult. And I've lost interest in it a little bit, but I hope that they fix this and next season, if it's or next game, sorry, if it's cross-platform, as far as leagues are concerned, I think PGS are just going to go like that even further because all the Xbox players that are currently thinking, should we, shouldn't we? They're going to be like, well, we can join these leagues, and there's like this many of them. So I think if cross-platform comes in, the day is saved, really.
But also as well with cross-platform, isn't there a massive concern for just the connection issues, particularly in the competitive realm? I mean, there's connection issues between PS5 and PS4. So with cross-gen, I mean, with the cross-network, are you not concerned about the lagging issues, the connection issues, etc.?
I don't see why there would be an issue. There's so many games which have already done it, and EA literally make 1.7+ billion a year from Ultimate Team. So they have no excuses. They have no excuses for it to not
That's
work.
a good point. That's a great rebuttal.
I understand
that. I like that.
Everyone has to have the ball at the same point of the game and it all has to be perfect for everyone's screen, but they can do it, bro. It's 2022 and they're the richest, they can do it. That's all I can say. They can do it.
No, I agree. Cozy?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue that point is they make so much money. In fact, I think there's even talk that the next game won't be a paid-for game. It'll be free because they make so much money from Ultimate Team alone.
Yeah.
They don't need the game sales. The game sales is like, I can't remember exactly when, but it must have been about 5-6 years ago. The income from Ultimate Team overtook the game sales itself, and that was when Ultimate Team was like, people just go crazy for it, don't they? They really do. But yeah, they've got the money to do it. They need to do it.
Yeah, essentially was something I've been studying at uni. One of my projects is child gambling, and I mainly focused on FIFA because it's a prime source of loot boxes are basically, it's just a slot machine in your bedroom. That's what mine and JCC's slogan is for it. But they made like 1.75 billion off Ultimate Team last year, which is literally just in-game sales. It's crazy to think that more than any other game anywhere.
It is.
Like, it's mad.
It is. I think talking about the financial gains, it's a totally different show because we've constantly politics the hell out of this subject matter. The amount of money they make out of one aspect of the game. It's not even the whole game. It's one aspect.
But that's why they don't care about pro clubs. Like,
exactly.
It's just written there. They don't want to because pro clubs doesn't make them money. But that's what I'm saying. If they try and introduce something that does make them money, which isn't harmful to the gamers, then like a battle pass, hopefully they'll focus on it a bit more. So I think entertainment wise, they need to introduce some sort of like level up unlock scheme battle pass system.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And I think a lot of people will agree as well. I mean, for me, it's good that we have the likes of yourself, the likes of JCC, all the other guys talk. Because I know JCC is proper avid attacking debater of EA.
Yeah, I interviewed him for my campaign, and it's really interesting, really, because obviously he's got a big insight on thousands of people.
Yes,
more than 1,000 people, hundreds of thousands of people, on their issues and how it's affected them. So it is interesting to see, and I understand it completely because that's why I did my project, was to raise awareness of this. But man, EA
I think
is a
that's
money
really
munching company.
It is indeed. I mean, I know this is completely going off tangent a little bit, but you talked about the project you did for child gambling using FIFA as a prime source.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure EA are aware of this because this is why they've limited they've limited the actual the amount of packs you can buy to one person, etc. But I'm not sure that's helping. If you got 10, you want to buy the whole 10.
The only reason they did that was because of the House of Lords. It got discussed in the House of Lords, and they had to apply some sort of regulation, and that's what they did to avoid it being regulated in the UK. If you look at Netherlands, look at Belgium, it's all regulated there. You literally can't buy loot boxes unless you give age verification.
Really?
So like, I'm all for it. If you know how to spend money, if you're sensible with spending money, spend your money. That's calm. But if your kids, FIFA's a PEGI rated free game. Like if your kids, you don't understand the concept of money, especially kids who get like debit cards and stuff at 16 years old. They'll be like, yes, I don't have to ask for permission. Flash out the beat.
But on a serious note, though, I think these are big issues, and I encourage you going forwards to continue talking about these matters because you and the like are quite prominent on YouTube, and you're prominent to a lot of young people or younger people. You're still relevant. You know what you're talking about, and people will follow you. People will do what you say. But listen, Sim, is there anything you want to kind of bring to the table? Anyone you want to shout out? Any companies you want to shout out? Anyone that's been quite important, pivotal to you getting to where you are now? It's your time.
Obviously, shout out PGS. Big up for having me on my first podcast. I appreciate
Exclusive.
it. It's been entertaining. It's been exciting.
Nice one.
Exclusive. When I got 1 million subs, you can hold this. We got SIM1 first.
We got SIM1 first. All day long. But I mean, sorry, I just wanted to find out if there's anyone you want to shout out.
I mean, shout out Ethan and Tiz because I play with them. They always played with me. So big up them on chat. I don't really know, to be fair. Big up JCC, Raz, everyone else who's helped me. And that's Zach Cozy. Thank you.
You're forgetting one person.
For being such a good host.
Thank you very much. But you're forgetting one person. Man, like Hasbulla, man. Come on. You can't leave Hasbulla out. What's wrong with you?
You know
what? My days, this guy.
Let's bring him to the camera.
Come on, bring Hasbulla to the table, man. Let's give him some props.
He's too short. He can't even make the shot.
Cozy,
how could I forget him, man?
I know. How can you forget? How can you get Hasbulla?
My guy.
Before Hasbulla and Sim go, do you want to say some quick last words?
Thank you very much for coming on the show. I know there's a lot of people in the community that watch your videos, and thank you for putting them out there because they personally helped me as well. There was just one thing I wanted to mention before you go. You mentioned about like a little battle pass thing for pro clubs. Why do we want to spend money on it when they could just introduce something like the seasons that we have on Ultimate Team? Obviously, you earn XP for completing objectives. Why don't they introduce that for pro clubs like they used to? Like the objectives to level up. Do something like that for a season. Score 10 goals, or
Well, I've always said that. Bring back the old objectives book. That was so goated when you had dribble past 12 people to get 5-star skills or whatever. That was the best. But I think the reason I say paid is because EA aren't going to do it unless it's paid for, really and truly. And I think if it is paid for, they will focus more on the game mode rather than not. So, Hasbulla agrees. Yeah.
Hasbulla.
So that's my guy.
Hasbulla. What's that guy? I want to interview him next. But listen, Sim, it's been a total pleasure, bro. Shout out to your mates, Tiz, Ethan, for bringing the entertainment into the chat. Hasbulla as well. Shout out to your mum as well if she's in the corner there listening to you. But listen, I think with the PGS, we're always going to be partners. I love what you're doing. We all love what you're doing. So continue doing it, man. And we hope to interview you again for sure.
Onwards and upwards. We should do like a 1 year apart interview. See where we're at.
It's gonna happen.
Interview.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It'll happen. Up. Shout out to the people on stream.
There's a few people asking questions to you directly.
Any tips on defending? I don't really defend, so I mean the main tip I'd say is just learn how to jockey. Use jockeying because that's very crucial. And check out my builds. If you want tips on defending, that's
a good point. Shout out to Koi, RB Rampage, excellent defender by the way. That guy, he's a very good defender. I play with him. Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. So great guy, great question. I want to shout out all the clubs that we all play for, because naturally they've all said, look, why you got SIM1 on? Shout our clubs out, Isaac. Otherwise, there's problems. So Team Sweet, RB Rampage, Purple Pills, doing bits. Obviously, Baffings I used to play for as well. Cozy, feel free to mention your teams before we go.
I'd like to put a mention out there to PGS Bayern Munich. They have taken the leagues by storm. I mean, it's quite a well-known fact. I do a lot of the team of the weeks. I do a lot of the images for them, and these names, like, I'm putting all the names and logos in, and I'm like, I might as well just copy and paste every week because it's the same name, same team. So I know the manager wants to come on a show soon, so we'll speak to him soon.
Good.
So yeah, no, big shout out to them and keep up the hard work, guys. Absolutely.
Big up, shout out to Carnage. Ben would never let me see that drop. Also, my Twitter is Isaac's World. I'll spell that out for you, mate. It's ISAAK World. Well, listen, we're gonna let you go for sure. You've definitely spent some good time with us. Look forward to interviewing you again in a year's time, even sooner, because I know that there's some big things coming up for you, bro. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's an absolute pleasure.
I appreciate you guys as well.
Nice one, man. Cheers, bro. What a guy. You know, and I'd like to thank everyone that's joined in today on the chat to make it an entertaining show. You know, we want to keep bringing you these exclusives. Cozy, any more thoughts? I know we want to just refresh our audience about the tournament that's coming on Thursday. I know you can't say much, but just give them a quick.
Just before that, we've got a question from Liverpool for Life One. How do I join a club in PGS? Well,
good question.
There's lots of ways, isn't there? Really, you could join our Facebook group. You could go on Twitter and tag PGS saying I'm looking for a team. But you know, the easiest way is probably to head over to our Discord. Join the Discord. There's free agent chats. There is all the Discords for all the leagues. That's your place to go if you want to find a PGS team. And if you want to take a team, just fill out a bit in the manager's application, and Stevie will get back to you very soon. But yeah, FUT Tournaments on Thursday. I've got a huge, and I mean huge, PS5 tournament, and I can't wait to release the details, but unfortunately they're not quite ready yet. We're hoping that tomorrow we can go, here we go, that's the details. So join our FUT Discord. You can find that through the main PGS Discord. Message me directly on Discord, Cozy Gaming 007, #3025. Always happy to help, but this is going to be a tournament you do not want to miss. And there's no restrictions. You can use whatever player you like. So if you've got a full team of prime icons, crack on.
Ooh.
I mean,
okay.
That might be down the route of spending too much on the debit card. But
slot machinists doing bits. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, definitely enter that tournament. I mean, I've entered. I entered when I had a whack team, so I didn't really do well. But I'm hoping to enter in the future. I've got a much better team now. By the way, guys, I don't want it to get lost in translation or get lost anywhere, but what's happened today is a mass. What's happened over the last few weeks on our show has been quite good. I mean, we've had people globally in Trinidad and Tobago that we're sponsoring come on and talk to us a little bit about the outreach program, which, you know, is still one of the best things that the PGS could ever do by being involved in something like that. We've also we've got now we've just had on SIM1 on, an exclusive interview with him. So, all those who are supporting us, please continue to do so, because this is what we're trying to do for you in return and more. I'm very blessed to be a part of that process, and onwards and upwards with more exclusives. Can't tell you what's happening next show. And remember, all our shows now are once every other week. So it's once every 2 weeks, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. So the next show won't be next week. It'll be the week after. I've had discussions with the management team, and we are looking to do, I've been saying this for every show. It's just we're trying to make sure that we get the process right. But we're going to get the FUT show starting, and it will feature heavily Ultimate Team. I want to shout out Umar Sabercat, sorry. He is Sabertooth. I don't know where I got going on there.
Brilliant.
Sabercat. He's one of our coaches. A great guy. He helps me out a great deal, and a very good player as well. So guys, look out for that, because that's going to come in. I'm hoping to get the likes of SIM1 involved in that as well, because obviously he's sort of moving on to the Ultimate Team world as well. Coles will be involved because we're doing the FUT Academy as well as the tourneys. So there's some really special things to come. Not just for this FIFA. but also for next FIFA as well. So please stay involved, get yourself involved, ask as many questions as you want, and we'll definitely get them answers for you. Cozy?
Yeah, I mean, rounded the show up beautifully. There's just been so many cool things. We had Chesini on, we have had Ortus on, former Trinidad and Tobago captain.
Come on.
And then obviously I did the World Cup draw last week where I had interviews with Hong Kong, Trinidad again, South Africa, and Kyrgyzstan. So this podcast is no longer a UK podcast. It's just run from the UK.
Big up to the PGS for allowing this platform to happen. It's not just all about, you know, the likes of SIM1s and the pro clubs and the Ultimate Team. It's also about the health and wealth of the community. So, you know, myself and Cozy were having a chat offline before we came on. And, you know, there's a reason why we offer an opportunity to come on this podcast for all the winners of the tourneys, just because it's good to get to know about our winners. You know, we want to get to know a bit more about you, get to understand, you know, what motivates you to win multiple times, particularly with in Harvey's case. But please come on. I mean, you can see that the interviews are very lively, entertaining, and we'll obviously look after you as well. So we're looking forward to more managers getting involved as well. We used to have a manager's corner, which I'm very keen to bring back because, you know, the health and wealth of the servers are very important as well. So please feel free to get in touch with myself. Don't be afraid. We're not going to eat you alive. We're very friendly people. Well, I am. Don't know about Cozy. And you know, we'll definitely treat you right. But listen, that's all from me. Cozy, I don't know if you've got anything else you want to say in terms of announcements or any other business, but it's been a great show, mate. Thanks again for the support, guys, and we look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks. Take care. Have a great time in the tournament tonight.
See you later, guys. Thank you very much.